Well, hey, the weather outside's not at all favorable for metal detecting, so I've got the wood stove fired up in the shop, and I'm going to do some research on some relic fragments I found on a previous hunt. On a cold, foggy day, I found the brass fragments spread out in a cow pasture on a southern Oregon property that was originally homesteaded in the 1860s. But you might wonder why I held on to these. Well, they're made of brass, and I either keep or recycle every piece of metal I find. When I dug these, they had a coating of dirt on the outside. I actually thought they were part of a broken scale of some kind. See, this is the first piece I found. Saw some numbers, saw some levels on it. Thought, yeah, that's a scale, all right. But you can see on this piece that it has some writing on it. The word fever. Well, that's different. And on this piece, you can make out the word freezing at the 32-degree level. So these pieces aren't from a scale, but from a thermometer. There are two descriptive levels on this piece. At 76 degrees, we have what looks like an abbreviation for summer and the word heat. And above that, at the 98-degree level, we have the word blood and heat again. Well, that's certainly different and very unique. Wow, this thermometer goes up to 220 degrees, and at 212 degrees includes, correctly I might add, the boiling point for water. So I'd like to know how old this is, who made it, what it was used for, and what does an undamaged one look like. There is some writing on the top. Unfortunately, it's not complete, but there's enough there to continue on. Here's a clearer picture, and I want to focus on this word Philida. I've run into this before. It's actually an abbreviation for Philadelphia, and it was used until it fell out of common favor after the Civil War. The Philida abbreviation with a small a at the end was actually engraved on the recasting of the Liberty Bell by John Pass and John Stowe in 1753. So right now, I'm thinking that our thermometer relic fragments came from Philadelphia somewhere in the 1850s to 1870s. So the upper part of this piece shows the letters MCA and below that 728 CHES. We know the city is Philadelphia. I'm going to ask AI, specifically ChatGPT, to research this. And of course the response is immediate. The name is McAllister at 728 Chestnut Street. And look at this. It's an ad from the 1800s indicating a shop for William Y. McAllister at 728 Chestnut Street in Philadelphia. Brilliant! And in this same ad, it shows that, among other things, they sold thermometers. Well, that's nice. After a little more research, I find that the origins of this shop go all the way back to 1783 with John McAllister Sr. He bought a stock of hardware from a merchant that included a bushel basket of ready-to-wear eyeglasses. The way the story goes, John was friends with Benjamin Franklin, who encouraged him to not only sell eyeglasses, but also provide sight testing. Of course, Franklin was interested in many different things, including optometry. As a matter of fact, he's the one who invented bifocals. The McAllister family boasts a legacy of at least 5 generations in the field of optometry. Check out this clip about a plaque erected on Chestnut Street to honor the family.
His newest historical marker in Philadelphia celebrates the McAllister family's work to advance eye care. Today, the State Historical and Museum Commission unveiled it on the 200 block of Chestnut Street in Old City. In 1796, John McAllister opened America's first optical shop near the site. He was famous for selling custom eyeglasses to Thomas Jefferson.
So there you have it. Thermometers was just a little side gig for the McAllisters. As a matter of fact, they had a lot of things they marketed that were not eyeglasses. I found a McAllister and Brothers catalog that was printed in 1855. I think this is great. Take a look at the familiar face peering out of the second-story window. From that same 1855 catalog, look at all the stuff they marketed from that storefront. There's no way they could have manufactured all these goodies, so I'm thinking that our thermometer was manufactured elsewhere and the McAllisters had their name and address engraved on it. The few pictures and descriptions of thermometers in the catalog don't match up with ours, but they obviously sure carried quite a variety. Well, I sure went down the rabbit hole on this one, but you know, that's part of the fun of metal detecting, researching the finds and saving history. Man, I'd love to see what our thermometer originally looked like. As a matter of fact, I'm curious to see anything with the McAllister name on it. If you run across something that's relevant to this, please share a picture in the comments section. And thank you so much for watching.